Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey everybody, we're gonna get started. Please take your seats. We'll give everybody 2 minutes, and in the meantime, let's get ready for the closing ceremonies. Woo! Is everybody ready? Oh, that wasn't loud enough. Is everybody ready? Woo! All right, let's get this going. Welcome to ETHNewYork closing ceremonies. We're gonna kick this off with a blast. Welcome all of you to ETHNewYork.
The vibe is electric, it's alive, highly caffeinated. I don't imagine myself being anywhere else.
Yeah. All right, now that I messed up full screen, let's start all over. I am Kartik, one of the co-founders of ETH Global, and I am super excited to welcome all of you to the final day of ETHNewYork. We spent the last few hours going through hundreds of projects and talking to amazing people, and we're gonna showcase what came out of all of this. So, first of all, welcome to all of you joining us from the live stream. I already see a couple hundred people on YouTube, so you're going to also get to see all the project demos on ethglobal.tv, and also you'll be one of the people receiving POAPs, so please sign in if you end up watching this in the next hour. So this event has been the biggest we've ever done. 1,500 attendees from 56 different countries, and 37% of them were new to Web3. I am so happy to see that. No matter what the market's doing, no matter what else is going on here, the development excitement is not stopping. And after that, we saw 251 submissions this morning. That is absolutely incredible, and this makes it our biggest event ever. So congratulations to 251 teams here that really pulled through and submitted a project, and I can't wait to show you some of our favorites today. And a big thank you to all the judges that spent all of this morning talking to all these teams, giving amazing feedback, talking about what they can do next. And I want to give a big shout out to all of them: Julia, David, Windra, Linda, Rahul, Ria, Simona, Sam, Aleo, Austin, Maggie, Shahan, Kaido, James, Romani, Evan, Kevin, Shannon, Pooja. Shannon twice? Yeah. Will, Joyce, Chad, Chris, Cade, Chris W., Justin, Alicia, Lane, Shreyas, and Nima. You were amazing, and thank you for talking to literally hundreds of teams. And on top of that, we're going to give a massive round of applause to all of these 48 incredible partners. So, OpenSea, Optimism, IPFS, Filecoin, Polygon, Wallet Connect, OneInch, Boba, DYDX, Scale, Tatum, Valis, WorldCoin, Uniswap Grants Program, BitDAO, Connects, Covalent, Chronos, Gnosis Save, LivePeer, Mina, Pocket Network, Skynet, Superfluid, Swivel Finance, Taxa, The Graph, UMA, ApeWorks, Chainlink, Unlock, NFT Port. Come on, keep clapping. I gotta go faster. NFT Port, EPNS, Reservoir, Lens, Privy, ElementFi, ENS, Tenderly, Gnosis Chain, XMTP, Storage, Radical, SpearX, Blockchain Space, Threshold, Nomad, Elastic Swap, and CoinTracker. All right, this brings us to why we are here for the next hour. This is not a conference. This whole weekend was about building interesting and amazing things, and the goal was to make sure we focus on showcasing and not telling. So after these 251 submissions, we calculated all the scores, and we found 10 finalists. This is a typo. Off to a great start. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome these 10, well, there's also 9 teams because I did not full screen before. These 10 teams, and please congratulate, a big round of applause to Gil, Burn My Wallet, Shijuki, NFT Safe Launch, Pearl, Steam Tokenizer, Reverb, Meshlink, and SafeNode, and NFDOS. There will be 10 teams coming on stage. These are some of our 10 amazing projects that are going to live demo what they built over this weekend. And you'll get to see all of them on stage. And after the 10th demo, we will talk about all the prizes everybody has won from all of our amazing sponsors. And before we go into our very first demo, I want to give a big shout out to the 241 teams that are listed here. Just because you were not on that 10 list does not mean you were not good enough. There was amazing work that we saw from so many of you. And I really hope that you continue building and taking this project from here on to the next stage. So thank you so much to everybody that shipped something, and this is something to be absolutely proud of. Congratulations. And to those of you who want to find out what all the projects are, you can head over to ethglobal.com/showcase to see all 250 plus projects. You can see all of them right now and learn more about what everybody else is excited about. So without further ado, let's welcome our very first finalist demo for the day, and that is Project Giddle, sorry.
Hello, we are proud to present Giddle, a tool that unlocks the potential of asset sharing among guilds. So essentially what we are is a guild management platform that allows members to share gaming accounts to increase fellowship and collaboration within their guild. So how come we worked on this? So we worked on this because right now, gaming development has had a lot of development so far, and there's more to come. With the rise of blockchain technologies, there's new use cases and new possibilities. When it comes and this includes formation of gaming gaming assets and guilds. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Oh, sorry, yeah. Yes. And to meet the need, we created Giddle. So how do we do this? So the Giddle protocol allows for users to create guilds, to aid each other, and to share each other's gaming accounts. And we do this via using the soul-bound token mechanism. And this allows for community interaction and maintains trust. So here we will present one of the major use cases for Giddle, which is for you as a guild member, you'll be able to use another member's account and then play as that member, and then accelerate the skill levels of that member, and then vice versa. They can do that for your accounts as well, and then overall level up the entire guild.
Thanks. Let's go to the demo right now. So I'm heading to the Giddle interface. It's already connected either way with MetaMask. So this is basically your landing page. This is a guild that you are already in. So you can see the number of games, the number of NFT inside, and also some other things. For example, the number of people. So if you want to create a new guild, it's pretty easily. You can do many things. You can upload picture, add a new name, etc. This is on EPFS. But the most important thing is that you want to be invited to a game. That's how it works usually. So let's check. This is an invite that you received. So you got all the info. You can either way accept it or not, but usually you accept it because you know the person that is inviting you. So I will simply accept. And by accepting this invitation, I will mint on Polygon a soulbound token that basically said that I'm a member of the team and that I'm able to share either way my assets or that I can use other guild members' assets. So yeah, we should be able to see it live if it's going through. Yeah, exactly. So this is a soulbound token. So anyway, so let's go back to the team, and let's say in this case, I want to help my friends. It's new in the game, and we want to speed the thing up. So I will use his account because I'm an experienced user of this game, and that way we can level up his asset pretty fast. So I will simply add him to the team, and that way we should be able to see his NFT. So his NFT arrived. This is one that he can share with the team. And if I want to use it, I will simply click on play.
And yeah, so from a technical standpoint, what is actually happening is that Joseph, as a fellow guild members, he can request access to my Gnosis safe. And my Gnosis safe is actually my player account inside the Snook game. So by scanning the QR code and using the Gnosis Safe web application, he will be then able to log in to the Snook game, actually just if he was me inside the game.
Yeah, so let's try real quick. So this is a game, this is on Polygon. I will simply connect with my wallet account. So remember, this is not my token, my NFT, but I'm still able to use it. And because Nicolas gave me the right to use it. So I'm not able to do things that he doesn't want me to do, but I'm still able to play the game. So this is the demo.
Yeah.
Amazing, congrats. Please give them a big round of applause. It's even I get nervous on stage. It's okay.
We want to thank you, all the juries and the team. Thank you very much.
All right. Next up, we have Burn My Wallet, and on deck, Tsukiji. Please give a big round of applause to Burn My Wallet.
Hello, New York. Does it work? Hello, New York. We're Burn My Wallet. So, whoa, sorry. So we're trying to solve the problem of your stolen passphrase. Your wallet is done. It's been hacked, and we're solving it with soul-bound tokens. So your stolen wallet with soul-bound tokens, your soul is burning in hell? Get it? Okay. Yeah. So you can actually see this live on burnmywallet.com. And who are we? I'm Erin. I worked on the front end, and Nikita worked on the back end.
Yeah, so once your wallet is stolen, the hacker can't actually lock you out. So this gives you an opportunity to pull a kill switch on your wallet. We do this by minting a soul-bound or non-transferable token that you can only mint to your own wallet, so somebody else can't burn your account. And once it's in your account, the hacker can't do anything to remove it. So this is a signal to other apps that your wallet has been burned or has been hacked. So other wallet apps can prevent transactions from growing into your account. DAOs can disable voting rights by checking if you have this token in your account and preventing you from voting. And social protocols can show that you've been hacked and make sure that the hacker isn't phishing any of your friends. So how it works, you basically go to burnmywallet.com. You can mint it on Mumbai or Rinkeby. And yeah, it's basically a modified ERC 721 with some improvements made into it. And the goal really is to integrate with all these apps as easily as possible. So we give you an API where all you do is you need to put the chain and the address, and we tell you if this wallet has been hacked. So to actually basically burn your wallet, you go to our site, you can switch to Ethereum or Rinkeby, and basically burn it. This puts the token into your address. So once you've actually got the token in your address, you can easily check if any account has been burned. So if we go over here, we can check that this wallet address has been burned and basically you've been hacked. You can actually check this on different networks as well, on Polygon, and you can see that on this chain it hasn't been hacked right now, and you can see a list of all the hacked wallets. So this is just a front end to kind of easily use yourself, but this connects to a public API that any app can integrate into. And so that's where we integrated with, did an example integration with XMTP. So in this case, we took the existing XMTP client where you're just messaging other people on chain, and you can basically now see that it checks if you have this wallet, if you have this token in your account, it puts a big red hacked next to your name. So now you're not getting phished anymore when you're receiving messages thinking that it's from one of your friends. We also have a public subgraph, so anybody can query additional data like when wallets have been hacked and other information. And really the goal is to make this super easy to integrate. With a couple of lines of code, you can add security against hacked accounts into any of your dApps. And yeah, so try it out. You can try it out right now, burnmywallet.com, and talk to us if you're making a dApp, because we'd love to integrate with you.
Thank you.
Amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations to Burn My Wallet. Next up, we have Tsukiji, and on deck, we'll get NFT Safe Launch. Please welcome Tsukiji on stage.
All right. Good afternoon. Today we're here to introduce Tsukiji, a next generation NFT exchange proudly built on top OpenSea's newly released Seaport protocol to rethink the way that we trade non-fungible tokens. Now, why the name Tsukiji? Built on Seaport, we wanted to imagine a bustling seaside port where people are there trading, commercing, and specifically we wanted to recreate our platform and experience of thinking about a local fish market where locals are there bartering their goods. So, as an homage to what was once the world's largest fish market, the Tsukiji Fish Market in Tokyo, Japan, we named our project after them, built on the Seaport Protocol.
So what is it that we actually built? We built a platform for people to mint and, to exchange NFTs in a batched way and barter the NFTs. We also created, on top of a UI, also a dedicated API to enable a new ecosystem of fulfillers. So this is extensible to a lot of different use cases. Like in addition to having the UI for consumers to buy and sell their NFTs, we also have an API that exposes all of the open orders and considerations so that people are able to use this data to create even more use cases, like use arbitrage opportunities, or potentially even build an entire platform of matching algorithms and different use cases with the exposed data. We spent a lot of time building a sleek and user-focused experience this weekend, and JM is going to share more about that right now in our live demo.
I receive your tokens, you receive mine. Enough talking, let's go to a live demo. All right, imagine I'm Bob the Builder, and I own some CryptoPunks. If I go over to the Tsukiji platform, I will see recommendations based on my owned tokens. So let's say Bob the Builder also owns a ton of Azukis, then we'll be able to see a bunch of listings regarding Azukis. On the flip side of the story, we have Alice the Ape, who owns a bunch of MAYCs and BAYCs. One day, Alice really wants to purchase a CryptoPunk, so they go on to Tsukiji, and create an offer. Let's say, what's a competitive offer? 5 mutant apes, maybe 2 bored apes, and let's whip in like an ETH there and create an offer. On the flip side, we go out to the real market and look for what we want. And Alice wanted an alien puck specifically, so we're going to update our order like that. When we confirm the listing, we're going to see a pop-up to sign a message, just to verify that we are indeed the true holders of these tokens. Once that's created, we're going to look at our console to quickly realize our data has been successfully saved on our file storage. So flip side, we go back to Bob. Now Bob is fishing out on the market, refreshes his screen, and realizes that there is a new offer on the market for an alien punk, and he's indeed down to explore the market and give out his punk. So he goes to the listing and looks through, what is the exchange I'm about to go through? Well, I'm going to trade all these BAYC, MAYCs, and give out my punk. I'm down for that. So we fulfill the purchase, and that's sort of how Tsukiji works. We're going to allow people to batch exchange various groups of tokens.
All right, thanks, JM. All right, there's one thing that I'm really, really excited about here, and that's specifically the fulfillment API. So, as you can imagine, we have transactions on a blockchain. This analogy that you guys might be familiar with. Transactions initiated, it's broadcasted, it's mined, it's added to the blockchain, the transaction's complete. There's a very appropriate analogy here, where with Tsukiji, an order is initiated. That order is broadcast to fulfillers. Fulfillers do their job, they do their thing, they get a reward through tips on these orders. That order is settled through Seaport, and what we have here is a self-driven economy of users and fulfillers, creating this flywheel effect. Ultimately, that's Tsukiji. We can't wait to see what you guys do with Tsukiji and Seaport. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That was incredible. Being able to see that immediately on a weekend is mind-blowing. So with that, please give them a big round of applause. And next up, we have NFT Safe Launch.
Hi guys, quick show of hands. Who minted an NFT? Who got rug pulled? So we aim to solve this by adding an extension to the ERC-721 contract where projects can create more trust before the minting process begins. So right now we see plenty of projects who executed the roadmap flawlessly and holders received a lot of value, but yeah, we saw a lot of rug pulls. Our solution is basically bringing the roadmap on chain where when you create a contract, you can add different steps that needs to be completed before the funds are accessed. Because right now, when a project mints out, the creators get access to the funds immediately, and sometimes they just run away with it. And because of this, new minters don't have that much trust, and they don't want to ape into new projects. So, yeah.
You can see our NFT project.
We were also like 4 people, but they have to leave to the airport, so we have a demo here.
With 4 predefined conditions. The conditions should return a boolean, and these are just some examples that we came up with. In our roadmap, we've included sending to a charity, sending over a bored ape, and tossing a governance vote. When the condition is met, the NFT contract owner can mark that step as completed. So here you can see half of the supply is minted, the bored ape has been sent, and we've donated to a charity. So if the team is unable to complete the roadmap, they can abandon the NFT project. They're still allowed part of the treasury, but the NFT holders will be able to withdraw the remaining balance. As the last step, we've included a governance proposal for the project and all the holders to vote if the project should move on. Utilizing UMA's optimistic oracle, we can get the answer to any question, in this case specifically a snapshot vote. Since we're on testnet, we need to validate this ourselves. We posted the question and now we're receiving the answer. With the passing vote, we can now finalize the last step. A nice way of integrating off-chain data for on-chain validation. Now the NFT project has a committed community that has been part of the governance and an executed roadmap on-chain. So now, of course, they can access the full treasury to move ahead. We see projects being innovative with creating conditions with the possibility of on-chain and off-chain data, making the minting process safer and trustless.
And also, you don't have to do this complicated process all over. You can also just add one step, like minting complete, and whenever the minting is complete, you can get access to funds. And if not, you can abandon the project and the minters can receive parts of their money back. That's our solution. Hopefully, a lot of projects are starting to use it.
Congratulations. Next up, we have Pearl, and on deck, Steam Tokenizer. Please give Pearl a big round of applause.
Where's the audio? Yeah? Where's the audio? It's not very loud. Audio.
This audio is good. They just wait till they put it on the screen.
Oh. Ah, yeah, got it.
Elena, do you want to introduce while they pick it up? That's true. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, who of you guys has been bombarded with Telegram and Discord announcements this week? Yes, exactly. Most of us in Web3 are completely overwhelmed with the task of staying up to date with the information that our communities put out there. We mute the servers, and as a result, we miss out on important updates. But don't you worry anymore. That's why we've built Pearl to solve this. I'm going to hand it over to the team to show you how this works exactly.
How do I get out of here?
All right, everyone. I'm Carlos. I am the founder of the Bullish Bears NFT. Yeah. We host the sickest stealth parties in New York City. Woo! All right, time to leak some alpha. Okay, alpha is sent.
All right, actually, you can see the notification from Bullish Bears arriving on my phone. We can go to the app. Here's all the NFTs I'm associated with, connected to my wallet. I can go to Bullish Bears, and actually we'll keep the events, but I'm gonna turn off allow list for now. I'll go back, I can continue, and there it is. I can see the notification right there. Oh, you can go to the details as well.
So what's powering this wallet-to-wallet communication? It's a new protocol we designed called YAMP, yet another message protocol. We believe it's important for any Web3 communication to be open and private. Open, meaning that any server or client may join the network, and also private, meaning that messages are not in public view and that you specify what server is responsible for processing your messages. Looking at both Web 2 and Web 3 communication systems, we found that email, which has been around for more than 30 years, has both of these properties. So we decided to modify SMTP. SMTP looks up recipient addresses using DNS MX records. And instead, we're using smart contracts to look up recipient wallet addresses. Nestor will talk more about how our smart contracts are implemented.
Yeah, and basically the smart contract keeps just a mapping between the public key of the owner of that NFT collection, like Bears, with the SMTP IP address, and also we have all the functions in order to verify, to sign and verify the messages that are going to be sent between the client and the server. This is our team. And now relax.
Guys, whilst this was a hackathon project for now, we're actually building this in real life as well. So if you thought this was interesting, if you're an NFT project trying to reach your users, if you're a user who's currently overwhelmed, or if you want to give us some money, come and talk to us.
Congratulations to Pearl. That was amazing. All right, next up we have Steam Tokenizer. Please welcome Steam Tokenizer on stage.
All right, hello everyone. This is a Steam Tokenizer. It's basically a tool to bridge gaming from Web 2 to Web 3. So let's do a quick show of hands. Raise your hand if you have ever used the Steam Marketplace or you own any Steam game, any in-game asset, any skins, CSGO skins or Dota games. Raise your hand. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. So yeah, the Steam Tokenizer basically creates a non-fungible token backed by the corresponding asset. The corresponding Steam asset is stored in an escrow. How it works is basically a user directly sends any asset to the bot using the Steam's marketplace interface. And then the bot creates the metadata in a dynamic way and then uses the IPFS network to store all the data in a decentralized way. Now the user has the equivalent as an NFT and can use it to explore the DeFi landscape and other features. And whenever the user wants to get back the Steam asset, they only have to use a burn function within the smart contract. So what are the applications? First of all, obviously buy, sell, and trade the backed NFTs through any decentralized marketplace, for example, OpenSea. Also, you can use the backed NFTs as collateral for loans using any permissionless lending protocol. And Web3 developers can also combine features and games from Web2 to bring the best of both worlds. So the applications are endless. And now we're going to head to do a quick demo. I have the bot running, and I'm using only one account, so I'm just going to send it. I'm going to send this MP7 skin to the bot. And now the bot will just wait for the bot to receive it. It's accepting the trade now. And now it's going to start building the metadata using the Steam API and upload it to the IPFS network. Right? I'm using only one account, so I'm going to run the interface and grab this link. So basically, the bot creates this unique link to mint the NFT using a very simple interface. As we can see in the URL, we parsed all the different parameters of the asset. For example, the name, the hash, the signature, as well as the cooldown period of the item. And now we can mint it. And now we're going to wait a bit for the Rinkebi network. But yeah, the main goal of this is allowing, obviously, the Steam Marketplace to be part of the Web3 ecosystem. It should be confirmed. And now we're going to head to OpenSea and to see if the metadata is loaded. So here are the other assets I'm using now as NFTs, and we can see the new one. And the metadata is going to take a bit to load, but as we can see, it's ID number 6, which is the one we minted. Another example of other assets while the new one is loading, for example, is Dota item. We can see all the properties fetched from the Steam API, the game, the hero, the slot, the rarity as well, and we have the cooldown period that is basically is when the user can get back the NFT. And yeah, that's about it.
Wow. Web 2 to Web 3 with an actual massive platform. This is incredible. Congratulations. Next up, we have Reverb. Please welcome Reverb on stage.
Do you have any audio coming up? No, just video? it on the mirror settings. Do the duplicate mirror or duplicate on the.
Do you know how?
Yeah, just go to the settings. Yeah, go to settings, display, and. You need internet.
Yeah, they told me there's Ethernet. Okay, it's there. Should we try this one? Nope, never seen this before.
This, of course, wouldn't be a hackathon if Murphy's Law doesn't kick in. So we'll give this another minute.
How do you change it to?
It's in display mode. Display settings.
Where?
Top Apple. Go to Apple icon, like top left. And then go to display. About this Mac. About this Mac. About this Mac. And display. Display preferences.
Woo!
Okay, thank you. So we are Reverb, and what we built was we built a music platform to connect music artists and listeners together in communities. And we really wanted to allow listeners of music to show who they really are passionate about and support the artists that they care about. And so here's the platform we built. It's called Reverb. So here, it's built on top of Lens protocol, so all of these are NFTs, so any artist post, any artist profile, any user profile, or any song, they're all NFTs. And for example, if you go to Bonnie B, you can mint a token. So this will follow the user on Lens protocol, which is on top of Polygon. And if you pay 500 Matic, you can own one of their NFTs. And once you own NFT for the artist, you can start earning rewards tokens. So our platform, when an artist signs up, we deploy a new ERC20 contract for them, and that's a reward token. And now if you go listen to a song on our platform, you'll start earning ERC20 reward tokens. So this is built off of Superfluid, so every time you listen to a song, every time you increase its view count, you'll earn ERC20 tokens through Superfluid, and that's streaming. All the videos are hosted by LivePeer, and we upload those videos onto Lens protocol.
And then this is like my profile, so you can see the different tokens I've collected and the artists that I've minted their membership NFTs. So down here are the membership NFTs, and here's how many tokens I've collected by listening to their songs. And so some of the things that we really want to build out after this are enabling artists to provide merch or early access passes or meet and greet passes to their fans. So you can spend your reward tokens on those types of things. And yeah, that's pretty much our platform. Thank you.
Well, congratulations. Next up, we have Meshlink. Please welcome Meshlink on stage, and then 2 more demos to go.
It's on the other side. Yeah, I'm trying to right now. Yeah, it's supposed to be mirrored. Perfect. All right. Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Cool. I'm going to go ahead and share this slideshow and get going. Oh, let's go there. All right, cool. So in the past 10 months, over 4 million smart contracts were deployed. That's a great amount of activity. A lot of things are happening, a lot of things are going. But you know, the funny thing is, there's no easy way to understand what's going on, right? So if you've ever deployed a smart contract, you've understood that either you have to go to Etherscan, you have to go through custom scripts to basically understand what's going on, right? This kind of lay of the landscape. There's a lot of technical solutions. There's the graph, there's BigQuery, there's Dune Analytics. All these things are pretty technical. If you want to go on the completely non-technical side, you can look at Etherscan, right? But the thing is that there's a big opportunity to creating a management platform that's non-technical for basically someone who's a product manager or a marketing manager. So I hacked on this because I felt the pain. So for context, earlier this year, I launched a game. It's kind of like Farmville meets blockchain, whereby it's actually all these smart contracts. There's about 50 smart contracts. There's thousands of transactions. There's millions of tokens flowing through the system. But at the end of the day, what happened was I had no clue what was going on. So what I did is I basically built a bunch of different custom scripts on the graph. I used Etherscan to crawl that. I created a bunch of different Google Docs. At the end of the day, if this was all in a unified platform, it would make my life a lot easier. And I could assume that since we're all here building things, it'll make a lot of people's lives easier. So if you look at the traditional data market, there's a multi-billion-dollar business. There's Amplitude, there's Segment, there's Datadog. There's all these companies that make a lot of money, right? So let's actually bring that world into blockchain. So I could walk you through all the crazy things that I developed over this past weekend, between the data dynamic aggregation, the virtual Mongo, the noms at the top. But what I really want to point out here is this concept of a virtual MongoDB, right? So at the base layer of the system, there's this network of crawlers that crawl the blockchain, aggregate a lot of information, and actually push that up to IPFS. So actually what's happening is that all these separate systems are able to pull and aggregate information so that now a front end can easily just query that and have everything in one place. So without further ado, let's run a demo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. This is a quick dashboard I spun up. It's basically, we'll be end up filling out this dashboard with a bunch of different information, but for now it's blank, right? Let's go over here. So let's take a look at this. So right now, the far left side is what's going to be populating from the query, from the crawlers. The middle is the kind of API CLI that I created, and the top right is a way I can initiate the crawlers. And this bottom right here is like actually looking at live IPFS data using storage, because a lot of the data is pushed onto IPFS. And I kind of create a virtual MongoDB on top of that. So let's run through the CLI real quick to create an app. So to give you context, right? So if you can think about a blockchain application, it's just a collection of smart contracts talking to each other, right? So what I did is I basically made a way for you to create an easy way to create an app. Kind of think of it as a bucket for all your smart contract operations. So I'm going to go ahead and create a sample one. Hopefully the Wi-Fi works. Perfect. So what it does is basically logs that I, as Sheldon, want to actually create an application called Live Stage Demo, and it gives me back an API key. And this is actually pretty simply created. It's stored actually on IPFS right now, dynamically done. And so what I'm actually do is, as well as creating that app, I'm going to now tie a smart contract address to my app, right? So what I'm doing is basically I'm saying I want to track this 06 smart contract. So this is a smart contract that I'm tracking. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my API key to that. Boop. And nice. So what it did now is basically it logs on IPFS that there's now this new app that has this smart contract address that wants to be crawled, right? So now, if I go back over to here and actually take my API key that I just created and I paste into here, this is like a quick way to just kick off my crawler that I made. You're seeing real time as these crawlers are going through all the different transactions that are occurring on that particular smart contract. It's pulling all the data dynamically. It's pulling all the RPC codes. It's actually checking, what you're looking at right now is checking on if the addresses that are talking to me, are they smart contracts? Are they users? It's pulling actually the method signatures of the transactions to actually understand for the actual actions that people are taking, how often they're coming back, what are they doing, what are they also doing, like what kind of the correlation between the actions that you're taking. Because if you ever use like Segment or Google Analytics, you can actually get a good understanding of what the journey of a person takes as they're going through your web application. So we just saw that this crawler finished. It's actually completely decentralized. It's all like running by itself. And actually, let me refresh here. So we can see now 1,000. So 1,000 new objects are pushed into IPFS, right? And now let's take a look back at our dashboard. And perfect. So now you're able to actually pull dynamically the information that occurred for this particular app. It tracked all the transactions. It aggregates all the users of those transactions. And it actually gives me a nice log of saying for this particular user, for example, they are a returning user, and they've done 5 transactions in the past 24 hours, right? And if I scroll down, I can see actually this level of new user logging. So you actually understand what users are new and what users are coming back, right? And the beauty of it is that like now that we have this one concept of an app ID, we can actually take this app ID and compare it to another app ID. So now you can actually get almost like a comparative analysis of, for one user base, let's say there's a user base of SushiSwap and a user base of Uniswap. How correlated are they? How often do they go from one to another? How joined are they, right? So all this level of analytics makes it very easy for people to understand what's going on. So that's all that's happening. This is Meshling.ai. Again, my name is Sheldon Trotman, and I go by King Draco Dev on Twitter. So thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That was incredible. Can't wait to have others use it too. All right, our second last demo for today, SafeNote. Please welcome SafeNote on stage.
Hi there, I'm Stanley presenting SafeNote, an ETH RPC for end users. Hey, Mom and Dad. Imagine this, a new announcement in your favorite NFT Discord. A free claim for your NFT. Utility! As you click Submit Transaction, an irreversible spiral begins as the transaction is sent to an RPC. It's too late. Your ape is gone. Fished. Blockchain is scary. Once your transaction is mined, there is no taking it back. Blockchain is forever. Even for those who work full-time in crypto, transactions are too much of a black box. I took a screenshot of a contract interaction on MetaMask yesterday. Does anyone know what this does? It's actually set approval for all. If someone signed this, they would have been fished out of all of their NFTs of a particular collection. If we truly wanted to onboard 1 billion users, we need to take the guesswork out of security. RPCs should be smarter and detect fraud and phishing. RPCs should make users think twice about submitting dangerous transactions, showing data to help inform this decision. Welcome to SafeNote, a layer of trust. It's simple. Users add it as their RPC and Block Explorer in their wallet. When you first use our RPC, the address that you've interacted with in the past are added as a personal whitelist. So any of your old transactions, it just works, just like a normal RPC. But then, when a transaction is queued, it means SafeNote has firewalled it and hasn't sent it to the MEV pool. It's waiting your approval one more time. When this happens, we provide data to the user to make the decision for whether this transaction is safe or not. We think that MetaMask's hex dump just isn't super intuitive, so we do this differently. These are the same transaction in MetaMask and SafeNote. We simulate the transaction before it's submitted and log all events in the simulation of the transaction, including ERC20, ERC721 approvals, transfers, etc. It's like Etherscan, but before you even send the transaction. This is SafeNode's transaction simulation, just one element of how we keep users safe. Another layer of protection is to block transactions of addresses on our blacklist. One example of this would be recently I saw on Twitter that a venture capitalist sent 500,000 USDC to USDC. Thankfully, Circle has an on-chain blacklist of their own address, which means the transaction failed. But others aren't so lucky. Weeth and Tether each have over $1 million total worth of their respective tokens in their contracts. These are funds that are irrecoverable. SafeNode blocks transactions to such addresses, but if a user nonetheless wants to sign a transaction and lose funds, they can switch back to Infura and send it in 2 clicks. This blacklist can also be used to block a list of known malicious users. In fact, blacklists can be combined with user reporting, something that's really only possible with Web3. Playing on screen now is a full flow of SafeNode from sending a transaction that would have hacked all my Paradigm NFTs to viewing a simulation on SafeNode to reporting an address. Reporting is done through WorldCoin's World ID. Here, the number of reports is shown, and it's Sybil-proof. So if you know that 200 real people have reported a particular address, maybe it's a good idea not to interact. But if it looks all good, there's a button at the bottom to submit the transaction, send an announce, and submit it to the mempool. We also have some globally whitelisted contracts and addresses. So for example, OpenSea, Uniswap, Curve, Wrapping and Wrapping, Weave, etc. Interacting with these is the exact same as any other RPC. This idea is similar to the billion-dollar industry of SSL certificates and perhaps the main source of revenue. This way, SafeNode won't be obtrusive enough for you to miss a gas war on the newest mint. I'd love to create a tokenized version of this as well, of tokenized due diligence based on these concepts. Thank you all so much. It's been a grueling yet a pleasure.
Wow.
I'm looking for reasons to drop out of school, VC and such, so hit me up on Twitter if you can provide that. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations. All right, please give a giant round of applause for our 10th and the final demo for today. ETHNewYork. Please welcome him on stage.
No, just video, right? Just video, yeah.
No, no need. How do I move on that? Can you do it? My settings are here. Yeah, and then the settings are there, and then show mirroring. Was I click this or don't? It was always on. I think I can just do it through that. Hi everyone. I am Adyan, and I'm representing team ETHNewYork, which stands for Ethereum Degrees of Separation. I'm here with 3 other people, but they couldn't make it to the presentation, so I will be like, their doing it for them. So the inspiration for this talk, for this project, came from something called the Bacon number. Some of you might be aware of what that is, but the Bacon number is based on the movie actor Kevin Bacon, and it's how many degrees of separation do other actors have from Kevin Bacon if, like, how many times have they co-starred in a movie with him? So if someone has co-starred in a movie with Kevin Bacon, they would have a Kevin Bacon score of 1. And if someone has co-starred with someone who has co-starred with a movie with Kevin Bacon, they would have a score of 2. So we wanted to do something similar for the crypto community. And what we came up with was called the Ethereum degrees of separation for your friends and your social graph. So the way it works is there's this origin node. So the way it works is the origin node is the one who starts and can send signatures to all their friends. Basically, they can send these magic cryptographical things to their friends, claiming, and then those friends can now claim that they are the origin's degree 1 friends. Now these degree 1 friends can send and generate proofs to their own friends, and now these people become degree 2 friends. You can keep doing this on, and you can like make a whole social graph or a tree with like n degrees. Now, the way you would usually do this is you would just have like a graph online, and you can see the graph and you can calculate your number. But in crypto, we like to spice things up a bit. So we use ZK or zero knowledge cryptography to hide all the paths inside the Bacon number or inside the Ethereum, like Ethereum DOS. So the way it works is, say, let's assume for now like the Vitalik was the origin. All of Vitalik's friends would be degree 1, and they would get a signature by Vitalik. Those guys can generate a zero knowledge proof saying that they have received a signature from Vitalik. They can send that proof to their friends. Those guys would be degree 2. And now those guys can send, they can generate more proofs recursively using recursive ZK snarks. And they can send it to their degree 3 friends and so on. So now what you can do is you can go on chain and you can cryptographically prove that you are nth degree away from Vitalik. Isn't that quite cool? And then the best part on top of this is that you can mint an NFT. In the spirit of things, we would make the NFT like soul-bound so that you can't trade it with other people. So the way this would work is you go to eth.xyz, you type in your friend's address, and you click sign and generate a message. This would open up a MetaMask wallet, and you would sign it. And then it would generate a proof. Generating a proof takes a really long time, about 3 to 4 minutes. So for this presentation, I'll just go to a proof which has already been generated. The proof shows you originator, which is who originated the proof, your distance from the originator, and a link to share this proof with others. So if you share this proof with others and sign it, they can be distance 3. And with the magic of recursive snarks, this is all possible without putting anything on chain or leaking any information about the path. So I would like to show a diagram which explains all of this. And you can see that the 3rd degree here doesn't actually know about the 1st degree themselves, because this is all zero knowledge. And the 3rd degree can actually generate an NFT based on this. So yes, what we've done here, I think, is pretty incredible, because recursive zero snarks are a very new primitive in the crypto community. In fact, in Circom, this was only possible until until maybe like this Wednesday, because a bunch of people made circuits which would allow you to like recursively do things. So yes, thank you guys.
Thanks to the one person. Well, while the slides load up, please give all those 10 amazing projects a big round of applause. All right, so I want to quickly give a big shout out to, once again, Gittle, Burn My Wallet, Tsukiji, NFT Safe Launch, Pearl, Steam Tokenizer, Reverb, Meshlink, SafeNode, and ETHNewYork. These are some incredible themes that we're seeing here, from being able to protect someone's fund to being able to notify them for various things, to simplifying their lives. I think the more we look at what's coming out of these events, the more I get confidence that we're actually solving for all the edge cases that is currently making it hard for people to build in this space and use things that we're building on a day-to-day basis. And every event we do, I get more bullish because I get to be a lot more closer to using this on a daily basis. So with that, I will try to wrap all of this up in the next 20 minutes, depending on how loud the claps are. And what I mean by that is we're going to spend the next 50 slides talking about winners that are going to be receiving $500,000. So first up, IPFS and Filecoin. WebWay wins $6,000 for their first place. Wellgorithm, Nomad DAO, and Keiko are going to be receiving $3,000 each. And the 10 teams below, which I'm not going to read because I'm going to end up reading 200 names again, are going to be receiving $500 from IPFS and Filecoin. Please give them a big round of applause. Next, we have 1inch. Dexcellence wins $8,000 for the first place. $5,000 second place goes to 2inch. And Convex Swap wins $3,000. Congratulations to all three of those teams. Next, we have Boba. Allcat gets $10,000. Tactica will be receiving $6,000. Decentra Date, $4,000. And Better World, $2,000. Congratulations. Next, we have OpenSea. Best Seaport contribution goes to ETHNYC Music Hack. $1,715 go to MEV and me, and OTC Swap will be receiving third place, $750. Best ecosystem and community integration will be received by Loda Rolls, $1,000 for Steam Tokenizer, and $500 for SafeNode. Congratulations to all 6 of these teams. Then we have Polygon. FOMO Nomo receives $2,500 for the best impact track. Step and Mint, $2,500 for the best NFT. Reverb for the best UX. DAI for best DeFi. And the 10 projects below are going to be receiving $1,000 each. Congratulations to all of these 14 teams. Next up, we have Tatum. Reverb wins $5,000 again for the best overall category. Decent Game, $3,000. Meta Melange, $4,000. Sheet, $1,500, period. DAP, $1,000, and Fund Her, $1,000. Congratulations to all of these amazing projects. And on top of that, all these teams listed below, which is now more than 10 because they had so many, are going to be receiving $500. Congratulations. And this was obviously going to be recorded, so if I'm moving too fast, you can always pause, and we'll also be notifying all of this to you over email and Discord, and these are also now available on your project page on ethglobal.com. Next up, Scale. Heart and Ozen Web 3.0 are going to be receiving $5,000 each. Webway, Promisingpreneur, Decent Game, Space Stakes are going to be receiving $2,000 for an amazing game, an NFT project each. And IL Art will be receiving $2,000 in Scale tokens for the best partner integration. Congratulations to all of these amazing teams. Next up, we have Valist. NFT Safe Launch, Drops, Cabal, Yieldshare, and Split3 are going to be receiving $1,000 each, and 16 projects here below are going to be receiving $5,000, and they're going to be splitting that amount equally amongst all of them. Congratulations to all of these 21 teams. Wallet Connect. DeFi Track, ZK, KYC, SBT will be receiving $5,000 for the first prize. Split3 is going to be receiving $2,500 for second place, and Zero Card $1,250 for third place for the best DeFi track. Message in a Bottle, first place for Social Track, $5,000. Lilac $2,500 for second place, and FOMO Nomo $1,250 for the third place Social Track Wallet Connect integration. And we have 4 runner-ups: ETHNewYork, Safe Connect, NFT Live, and Burn My Wallet will be receiving $625 each. Congratulations to all of these amazing teams. On to WorldCoin. SafeNode receives $7,000 for the first place for the best privacy-preserving integration. Nomad DAO for $5,000, Friends for $3,000, and 19 teams below are going to be sharing $5,000 with them equally. Congratulations to so many of these amazing teams. Then we have ApeWorks. SuperSig will get the first place $3,000 prize, and then we have Freegan Map and Keiko for second place $500 each, And Kiwi Riser is going to receive $3,000 for the Best A plugin. Congratulations to all 4 of these teams. Next up, we have BitDAO. Socialites will be receiving $5,000 in BitDAO token. Lilac will be receiving $3,000 for the second place. And On-Chain Governance Protocol will be receiving $1,000 third prize for in-bit tokens. And then we have 2 runner-ups receiving $500 each. So congratulations to SDAO and Convex Swap. Next up, we have Connext. So there's 2 streams here. Cross-chain DeFi category Crossfader wins $2,000, and Dexcellence will be receiving $500 for the second place. And for the cross-chain NFT integrations, Crossfader also, wait, they're the same. They're getting a lot more money. Congratulations. Next up, Covalent. We have 4 projects, DAO Dash, Convex Swap, SafeNode, and Heart, receiving $1,000 each for the best unified API access across all blockchain networks, and these 12 amazing projects that are going to be taking $500 each. Next up, we have Kronos. Giddle will be receiving $6,000 for the first place prize, and Alcat will be receiving the second place prize of $4,000 for the best EVM-compatible network built on Cosmos. Then we have Gnosis Safe. Subkey will be receiving $5,000 for the first place. Brent NFT will be taking $2,500 for the second place, and Giddle again for $1,500. And then we have these $500 runner-ups, which are FundHer and Super Safe Transfer. Congratulations to all of these teams. Next, we have LivePeer, Switch, Reverb, and NFT Live are going to be receiving $5,000, $3,500, $1,500 each for the first, second, and third best integration of a decentralized streaming network in their hack. Next up, we have Mina, and Min Auction will be receiving the first place $5,000 prize. Congratulations to Min Auction. Next, we have Pocket Network, and Meshlink will be receiving $5,000 for the first place, SafeNode $2,500, and Sheath third place $1,000. And for the pool prize, 20 teams are going to be receiving $1,500 split equally amongst themselves. So congratulations to 23 of you. Next up, we have Skynet. Devote will be receiving $4,000 in Saya coins, and Drops and Tsukiji will be receiving $2,000 each for the best decentralized app interface experience. Next up, we have Superfluid. This is going to be a fun one. Stargaze will be receiving $4,000 for the first place, Convex Swap, $2,000 for the best DeFi integration, and ETH place, $2,000 for the best top NFT integration, and 34 teams are going to be receiving $2,000 amongst themselves, split equally. So congratulations to so many of these Superfluid integrations, and looks like we're gonna see a lot more payment apps soon. Streaming payments. Swivel Finance. Yield Share takes away $2,500 for the first prize. Murano Pay $1,500 for the second, and Convex Swap $1,000 for the third place. Next, we have the Graph. Drops, Lilac, and Positions are going to be receiving first, second, and third place prize for the best use of an existing subgraph, taking $3,500, $1,500 each. And for the best new subgraph, Lens subgraph with EPNS, Webway, and MEV and Me are going to be taking first, second, and third place with $3,500, $1,000, and $500. Congratulations to all of these 6 teams. Next up, we have UMA. Crossland will be taking $5,000 for the first place, best integration of UMA. NFT Safe Launch will be receiving $3,000 for the second place, and Performance Flow for third place, $2,000. Next, we have Uniswap Grants Program. A lot of amazing winners here. $2,500 for Convex Swap, Ethereum $1,500 for second place, and Optimistic Cafe takes $1,000 for third place. And for the most innovative integration of the Uniswap protocol, Liquid Flow will be receiving first place $2,500, Loyal 3 $1,500, and Right Token third place $1,000. Congratulations to all 6 of these teams. Next, we have Chainlink, Convex Swap, Step and Mint, MetaFi, PayPay, and Estao are going to be taking $1,000 each. Don't forget us when you drive away in your Teslas today. Next up, we have Unlock Protocol. Granted is going to be taking $3,000 for their first place. Garden will be receiving $1,500. Wait, how many people are on that team? $1,500 on Garden, and NFT ticket for $500 third place. Congratulations to all 3 of these teams. Next up, we have Lens. Flourish will be receiving the first place Lens integration prize. Reverb for $1,500 and Blockfuse for $1,000. And then 5 of these teams below are going to be receiving $100 each. Congratulations to all of these 8 teams. Next, we have Reservoir Protocol. The jackpot prize for the best integration reservoir is going to be split between Pool Party, Tribe Discovery, Dive, Presto, and MEV and me. Congratulations to all of these teams. Then we have Privy. So the best data-driven UX integration with privacy goes to Keiko for $2,000. SuperSig is going to be receiving $2,000 as well for the most interesting data stored privately, and Dorknet will be receiving the most creative privacy integration for $1,000. Congratulations to all three of these teams. Then we have Radical, and Radical's pool prize is going to be split between all of these teams who are going to be splitting $1,500. Congratulations to all of these amazing projects. Next up, we have ENS. We're getting to the end. I'm going to keep it in 20. $1,500 goes to ETH.id for the first place and the best use of an ENS integration. Splitto will be receiving second place, $1,000, and Focus Profile, $500 for third place. Then we have Tenderly. So SafeNote is going to be receiving $2,500 for the first place prize and 4 hours for the Tenderly engineers to solve their problems. And Sheet will be receiving $2,500 as well for the most interesting use case of integrating Tenderly. Then we have Gnosis Chain. Message in a Bottle receives $3,000 for the first place integration of Gnosis Chain. Dow Crossing, $1,500 for second place, and Fusion Credit for third place, $500. Congratulations. Next up, we have XMTP Labs. Market and Wallet Scan is the first place winner with $2,500. OTC Swap for $1,500. $1,000 goes to World Fund, and an honorable mention of $500 to Burn My Wallet. And in addition to those prizes, the following teams are going to be receiving $100 each. Then we have storage. $3,000 goes to Meshlink.ai in storage tokens. IL Art will be receiving $1,500 in storage tokens as well, and Better World will be coming in third for a $500 prize in storage tokens. Then we have EPNS, and $2,000 goes to Common Grants, $1,500 for the Lens subgraph with EPNS, and $500 to Keiko. And Granted, Splitto, Heart, Garden, and PayPay will be receiving $100 each. And this is the last one, Element Finance. Worktree will be receiving $2,500 for the best overall integration of a fixed invariable yield protocol. Best derivative on NFTs goes to Chainality, and $1,250 will be received by Live.Fluid for the best fixed rate primitive integration. Congratulations to all of these teams. And let's give all of these projects a big and massive round of applause. You can find out about all of them on ethglobal.com/showcase. And before we wrap things up, quick note on prize delivery. Everything will be verified before we deliver the prizes. We're going to take the next 2 weeks to go through everybody's source code, make sure we didn't miss anything, and if somebody was missed or there's something that needs change or your team members are not there, we're going to do all of that over the next 2 weeks, so please be patient with us. All the prizes are going to be delivered by July 13th. And if somebody is found out to be cheating, that will be disqualified on the spot, and the prize will be adjusted accordingly. So, congratulations to all of these 250 projects. And before we wrap up, I want to take a quick minute to say a lot of thank yous. So many people make these types of events happen. The judges, the volunteers, the mentors, speakers, partners. And without their help and support and physical presence, this would not be literally possible. So I want to start off by thanking 1,500 of you that are in this building. You are absolutely amazing. Please give yourselves a massive round of applause because you have been here all day and all night working on things that are exciting to you, and you are going to shape what the next few years look like. On top of that, I want to thank all of our amazing judges that spent the last few hours talking to so many of these teams and giving them anywhere from feedback to inspiration to hope to continue building this space. So thank you to all of our judges. I want everybody to give a massive round of applause to every single volunteer that has spent countless hours, 24/7, working and making sure everything is on track. Without their help, this event would absolutely fall apart. And of course, some of our amazing mentors who were here just helping, answering questions, just making sure everybody's unblocked, whether it's at the booth or on Discord. And so many amazing workshops and talks from our speakers. All of this becomes so much more valuable as thousands more who are not able to be here in this building kind of join us and watch all these things online. Thank you to all of our speakers and hundreds of partners that were here supporting 1,000+ hackers in building whatever they wanted to build. Please give a big round of applause to all of our amazing partners. You are absolutely incredible, and it's great to see you continue supporting these events no matter what the market says. And before we end, I want to give a massive shout out to the rest of the ETH Global team. You see them running all around, but without them making sure things are actually happening as planned, this would not happen as an event. So massive shout out to Chloe, Danish, Kevin, Kree, Huichi, Minnie, Anna, Moaz, Luke, Emily, Andrew, and Jacob. Thank you so much, everybody. And let's wrap this up by bringing on the finalists. 10 teams presented on stage today. We call them our finalists because the goal for ETH Global events is to make sure that we're making it easy for all of you to continue building. They're called finalists because we don't want this to be a competition. The goal is to have you continue building, and as a result, everybody that presented on stage officially came first. And everybody who was on stage will be receiving 1 ETH per team from the ETH Global side. So congratulations to all of these 10 teams, and we'll be doing all of that again in the next 2 weeks. This wraps up the ETHNewYork. We have some, obviously, after parties going on here. And for those of you who are interested in being part of some of our next events, here's what's on deck. In 2 weeks, we'll be starting HackFest, our month-long incredible Web3 hackathon in partnership with Protocol Labs. You can head over to fs.ethglobal.com. Then we have Metabolism with the Zora team. We're going to be talking about all the amazing things you can do with Zora on August 4th. That is going to be another online event. And we're going to return back to in person on the 19th of August with ETH Mexico City. So hope to see all of you there. All of this can be found on ethglobal.com. You can sign up to attend all of these events, and we have 7 more this year that are coming. So thank you, everybody. This closes ETHNewYork, and I'm super happy that all of you are here. Next up, we have a cocktail party in this room. So please get some rest and enjoy and talk to everybody that you couldn't talk before. Thank you so much.